I bet. Welcome back to the 13th episode of Toxiris Discovers. We got all suggestions by viewers, so let's get right into it. And wait, before we start the video, you haven't liked it? You haven't subbed it? You ain't follow me on IG yet? Damn. You tripping, okay? Go do that shit, and let's get into the video. So, we're starting off with the suggestion by, I'ma just call you Zhao. I don't care. I'm not gonna say the full name anymore. Commented on screen anyway. He recommended Wisdom Up and Coming, which Wisdom is apparently signed by the baby, and the album is for some reason not on Spotify or only partially on Spotify. I listened to it on YouTube obviously, and it surprised me. It's nothing really great or nothing that blows my mind, but it is in many ways better than I expected. It has better topics than most of the baby's music, or most of that music from that era anyway. It has a bit of a melodic edge, and I really like that. And overall I really enjoyed that project. I think it lacks in a couple parts. Like, I feel like the beats are nothing special. I feel like the songs could be longer but less songs, because it's 14 songs, but the project is very, very short. And I feel like it would be better if you have, like, I don't know, 10 songs or maybe 9 songs, but just fully develop all those songs, because we have a lot of songs on here that are just short and not really, pretty forgettable, I would say. With all that being said, I would give it a 6.5 out of 10, because it is solid. It has a couple very good hooks in my opinion, and overall it is a solid project, and but it lacks a couple things in my opinion. Then we got the suggestion by Kieran Cartwright, who suggested Forever by whiterosemoxie. And if you know the history between Kieran suggesting the albums and me liking them, well, I finally liked an album. Okay, I liked an album he suggested before, but I finally like an album that is not 2C that he suggested. And the album was actually very, very good on some ends, but it lacked on others. The hooks are absolutely great. The hook on the first track is absolute madness. I love it. And I love most of the hooks through the whole project. What I think lacks a bit is, obviously, you will find nothing of lyrical, of big lyrical concept or good themes on here. But the hooks are great. The production is pretty good. What I think is kind of is the features. I think the features are not bad, but the feature on the first track rather ruins it than making it better, which doesn't really matter because the same track is on the album without the features, so I'm happy for that. But overall I would give the project a 7 out of 10, because I did really enjoy the listening session. It just, like, looking at it now, it just lacks a couple things in my opinion. Then we get to Unknown T, Adolescence, which was suggested by JN Charts. Well, good project. Unknown T has been like someone who I knew of for a long time to me, but I've never really went and checked his music out for some reason. I mean, I don't listen to that much UK drill overall, but I never really checked him out. I knew him off a couple features, and that's it. And this project might be a good introduction. I had a couple really enjoyable tracks, and I think what I said for the previous album, that the features were bad, this album had very, very good features. Nave Smalls was great, M Huncho was great, and Digga D Millions was also great. All the features besides that Potty Paper, that was also good, but didn't stand out that much to me. All the features were very, very good. So I really enjoyed that album, and I think it just overall it runs for too long in my opinion. I feel like there are just a couple tracks, maybe tracks like, I don't know, Driller Shit, Sweet Lies, Bible Love, that just could have been cut off the album for me, because it just runs for, like I was listening to it and I enjoyed, like, one track I enjoyed, the next one was okay, I enjoyed the track, okay, you feel me? I feel like there's a couple too many okay tracks on the project, but it still gets a 7 out of 10 because it was overall a very enjoyable listen, and it also had some pretty interesting lyrics and stories, in my opinion, that I didn't expect. Then we get to Eve Scorpion, suggested by PJ Gameplay. And this is the first album I've ever heard from Eve. I've known about Eve, obviously, but I've never heard an album. And I gotta say, this cover art is fucking horrible, first of all. But overall, the project is pretty good. I would even say on the edge of being very good. I think that the features are great most of the time. I think the hooks are very, very good. And I think the verses are also something that is not to be fucked with. The only thing that I personally didn't like that much was the production. Maybe just because of the time when the album came out, the production was different, and I personally just don't like that type of production. Maybe that's the issue, but it's just not for me. But still, a very good project, and I'd rate it 7.5 out of 10. Honestly, was a very enjoyable listen, I gotta say. Then we are getting to the next project, which is Tical O by Method Man. Suggested by Bop and Crow. I don't know if this is the same project. I listened to Tical O, the prequel, because that's the only project I found with that name. But anyway, this is the first time I'm listening to any solo project from a Wu-Tang member. And it was enjoyable, but I feel like albums from Wu-Tang itself, like the ones I've heard, were just a lot better or a lot more enjoyable to me. Overall, this obviously has great bars, great features again, very good features, and is overall a good project with good lyrics and everything. It's just, I feel like this project really lacks replay value on many ends for me, because some of the tracks are, when you listen to it, it sounds good, but it's just, I wouldn't see myself listening to this over and over again. And maybe that's not what the album is meant to be, so that's fully fine. It's just, for me, that's something important. So the album is good, it's very good, but I'd still give it a 7.5 out of 10 just because it lacks a couple essential things like replay value for me personally. The next album we got is Maxo Kream, Brandon Banks, suggested by the man Rap VIP, who I think changed his name because I think this used to be Yes Sir. He said he's not even recommending his second album because this is too underrated, and it is very underrated. I don't get how it is underrated because it has big name features. Like, I was very, very surprised when I saw someone like Travis Scott on this project, or Schoolboy Q, Megan Thee Stallion, and ASAP Ferg. Like, I know Maxo Kream, but I feel like if you have a project with this many and this high clout rappers, I don't get how those tracks are not popping off more. I don't get it. And the project is great too. I don't know, I really like this style Maxo Kream has. Like, he has this very, very unique style of rapping. Like, he's not just like many others, but he's very unique when it comes to that. And I really enjoyed that. And overall, the project has great hooks, great topics, great verses, great lyrics. Like, it is a very, very good album. It doesn't reach perfection, but I would rate it 8.5 out of 10, and that with like pride. I really enjoyed this album. Then we get to the last album we got today, which was recommended by Double M Entertainment, and it is Trap Music by T.I. So I've heard one track off this album before, which is the track I Can't Quit. And I really enjoyed that track. I had it in my playlist for months and months, and I still really like it. So it's a very good song, and I got into this project with high expectations because I've seen people really glorify this album before. And well, it is very good, honestly. I think this album has very good qualities, and even the stories told on here are really good. I have nothing, I don't even have that much to say. I really, really enjoyed it. And even the hooks were great, which, I don't know, I didn't expect from a T.I. project for some reason. It's the first T.I. project I listened to be fair. But yeah, good project. Not that many features, and the features that were there were not that special, but still, a very solid project. I respect it. With that being said, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. With that being said, thank y'all for watching. Have a great one, and leave some recommendations in the comments.
Remember back then, all them hoes ain't want me. Now I'm ballin', all them same hoes on me. Mama told me that this came with the money and the motherfucking fame. Even though I feel the same, I'm that nigga now. I'm that nigga now. I'm that nigga now. I'm that nigga now.